Good morning.
Good morning.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Welcome.
I'm Titus. This is not the experts.
Wake
And
up.
wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. They can't see the feet. They don't see the footwork. They ain't see the footwork. No, they couldn't see the footwork. It's okay. You was doing the footwork though.
All the experts in the morning.
Morning time. Wake up. Good morning. Get your breastfeed. Get your biscuit. Your gravy. Your grits. Your pancakes. Your French toast. Whatever you like in the morning. Get it. Come through. Hang out. How are you today? We are here. I'm Titus. That is Levi. This is not the experts from Butler Productions Multimedia.
Good morning.
What's happening, y'all? From the 30240, the 706, all of them. Tri-County area, all that good stuff. We're here.
What Tri-County?
Here, Hogansville, and the other one.
That's not a county though.
I don't care what it is. It doesn't matter. It's Hogansville.
We're in the same county.
Yeah, it's Hogansville. Who cares? Tri-City, county, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Love you, Hogansville, and your Ingles.
You like Ingles?
I mean, it's like when you see a Winn-Dixie in the wild, like, oh wow, look, a Winn-Dixie.
It kind of is. Ingles, and it's mad expensive like Winn-Dixie is too, and you're just wondering why is it mad expensive, and then you're like, oh, that's why you have 5 stores.
It's Pokemon style, like, oh wow, a wild Winn-Dixie appears, a wild Ingles appears, like you just never see it coming. Never ever see it coming, yo. But yeah, so Levi, what's poppin', bro?
What's poppin'? You think is poppin'? Number one is I need to go check out my boy, Lil Meshy. He just dropped an EP called Jaded. I've been bumping it. And also, while you're over there on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, go check out a single he dropped last year. It's called Best Life. Go check it out. That's one thing that was popping. What's popping with you?
NTE changes. You know, we're a morning show now.
Yeah.
On Tuesday mornings, which kind of works out pretty well because all the sports are done for the most part. So we just kind of get to reflect on every game instead of, halfway watching other ones.
Yes.
Figuring out what to laugh about. So yeah, it kind of works out.
Yeah, we're gonna get a better NFL talk today than we've been able to. So that is one big bright side of this.
For sure. We got the Monday night games covering everything. The only thing it takes away the suspense of you waiting for the full show for our picks.
Yes.
You don't get that anymore.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
Are we gonna do primetime picks today? I mean, I know we're gonna show results or talk about it, but
good question. I need more time to reflect on the week.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I need because it's Tuesday.
True, and we don't know about like COVID, who's gonna be out and whatever. You got anything else? What's popping?
Toby and Weegoy dropped a single today, yesterday Sunday, called Wildlings.
Try Jesus.
Yes, I love that song so much.
Don't try me.
That song should win every game.
Yeah, it really should. Clay, have you heard that song? You haven't heard that. You need to try that. I mean, yeah.
Beautiful record.
I didn't even say try that, but yeah.
Who is it?
It's called Try Jesus. Yeah, but don't.
I'll send it to you. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's pretty much telling people to try Jesus because don't try him because he doesn't free. Yeah,
I
he
see
throws
what they
hands.
did there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful track. Definitely check that out. But yeah, check out the new single Wildlings with Olu from Earth Gang and Duckworth. That song is crazy. That song looks crazy. Toby does a lot of music. He has dropped a song I think about every week during the pandemic.
Really?
Single. Yeah, he's been busy. He goes on streets. He just drops a song every Sunday. He took like 1 week off last week, but he's probably back on it now. Because he just dropped his downloads came up for like a new album he's got coming out soon. So
Okay.
He be working.
I see.
I'm hyped for that.
Anything else was popping?
That's all my popping, man.
I got something else that's popping.
What's popping?
And this is one I haven't been meaning to bring up, and it's not really necessarily my take. I'm kind of stealing it, but went to got some breakfast this morning. Went to Wendy's, and have you had Wendy's breakfast, Clay?
Wendy's?
Oh. Sorry. Yes. Do you like the potato wedges? Do you get the side with potato
I'm not
wedges?
a huge fan of potato wedges.
Really? What about you?
I love them.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
That's what's popping for me.
They are definitely popping. The seasoned potatoes,
I like
they pop.
them. I don't know. I'm just like more of a hash brown guy, I guess.
Yeah. See, I'm half and half. I think I kind of got. I grew up on McDonald's as a kid, so a good McDonald's hash brown never fails, but sometimes it just gets tiring, and so do the Chick-fil-A hash browns. And I've had too much of a bad, I've had my fair share of the bad and the good of the Chick-fil-A hash browns. So the potato wedges is a nice, little different option
It's
you
a
get.
nice change up because everybody else just got hash browns.
Yeah, exactly.
Good switch up.
And so I kind of want to transition this to also what's flopping. So the potato wedges at Wendy's is what's popping, and they need to go ahead. And like I said, this is my take. I'm gonna shout out to Bars out there who gave me this because we got off on a conversation on this like a few months ago. But what's flopping is KFC's French fries. Have y'all had KFC French fries?
No. I'm not a big KFC guy.
I'm not a big KFC guy either. No, I had their fries like once or twice because it comes in those box meals you get them. Right. And so I got a couple box meals when the KFC first opened up. Those fries are trash. And I'm wondering why did they take away the potato wedges? Because the potato wedges were much better.
Oh, that's what they had. I was so confused about why they were like, we had fries. And I'm like, haven't they always had fries? But, oh, it's potato wedges. Okay,
so
that makes
what
sense.
Wendy's needs to do is they need to move the potato wedges to like an all-day side item option. And I think they could take over the potato wedge game.
That's a fact.
Yeah. I mean, is anybody running the potato wedge game now?
They're in a unique spot. They're in a very, very unique spot.
I'm trying to think of somebody. I feel like there's somebody that does use potato wedges and we're not just thinking about
Fast food place?
Yeah. Or like a staple.
I can't think
American fast casual dining staple. I don't know.
I can't think
I may be wrong.
Shout out to Chris for just discovering that seasoned fries are the superior fries like in the last month, by the way.
Oh, they put seasoning on the fries?
They got seasoned fries now.
Nice.
No more bland potatoes.
How do you feel about Steak and Shake seasoning fries? Like, they got the different fry seasoning options.
Steak and Shake is cool when you salt them yourself because they be playing.
Like when they put too much on it?
They never put any on them.
Oh, they don't put any on them.
I'd be like, these dry. Give me that seasoning salt. Let me put some work in over here.
Aren't they still dry with seasoning salt?
No, because they have flavor.
You got to try them.
They're bland without it.
The salt and vinegar.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm not
thank
salt
you.
And vinegar guy.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
I don't like salt and vinegar. I don't like vinegar in general. Like vinegar makes things soggy. I don't like how it's.
Vinegar is good.
No, it's not like liquid vinegar, but it's like salt soaked in vinegar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's like
might be a little bit.
It's like a powdered seasoning.
Yeah, it's really good. That's what I was gonna say. That's why I brought it up because I really like the salt and vinegar seasoning fries. But I did go back when I was an undergrad after a Braves game. I went up to a Braves game. On the way back, we stopped at Steak and Shake, and I got ridiculed for ordering a root beer because apparently that's just for kids.
So
I was getting ridiculed for root beer and ordering salt and vinegar fries. And so they were just handing me a bib and treating me like a kid that night.
I don't like salt and vinegar chips either though.
Oh, dude.
I don't.
Salt and vinegar chips are the best chips.
It's garbage. Not a fan.
Get out of here, bro.
We're not friends anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know how Jim helped, not Pam, who was the other one? I want to say Rashida, which is her name.
Gosh, what was her name? Why don't I know her name right now?
When Jim helped Rashida find her salt and vinegar potato chips, I now know why she had such a hankering for those because we sell them now where I work at. Like that's an option at the micro market, and I get that free food whenever I want if I need a little snack. So if the hers salt and vinegar chips are on that shelf that I'm at, I'm getting them. If not, I'm going to the Zaps, the Voodoo chips.
Okay, I've heard.
That's what's popping too. That's what's popping too.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, what's flopping is school buses. I got stuck behind 3 school buses on the way over here.
Yo, that's the biggest thing about this change that I forgot about was the school bus traffic.
Yeah.
I do not like it.
Yeah, I could have been here about 15 minutes earlier if I didn't get stuck behind 3 school buses.
And both of your parents drive a school bus.
Hey, so that's what I was going to say.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, I mean, look, my family, we have the Evans family made our fortune in the bus operation business.
Karen Filippelli was her name.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Karen Filippelli.
I had to go to the files to find it because I was really tripping.
Yeah, so the Evans, we run the bus domain, making fortunes over there, in the school transportation department. But so yeah, I have all the right to slander them. I would say.
It's fair.
Yeah.
It's very good.
And nothing makes my mom mad. Nothing makes her more mad than somebody running a bus a bus stop sign.
Nah, that'll make me mad too. Why
Yeah.
you playing with,
But sometimes
children?
I've done it once, and it wasn't in a dangerous spot, like, you know, to where, and the bus was just kind of off to the side. I just knew I would have gotten scolded by my mom if she would have saw me do that. But sometimes they just sneak up on you. You're not really thinking. You're off in your own world driving. Yeah. So.
It only throws me off when they're like clearly on the stop signs on both sides, but it's like clearly you only need to be stopped on this side. Because no one's about to run across 3 lanes of traffic to get over here. You wouldn't make them do that. Yeah. So like, I really don't need to stop right here because the door's over there anyway. That's when I get mad. Like the door's on the right side.
Yeah, that's how I get mad too.
Yeah, the door's on the right side. The students I'm looking at the kids right there. They're not coming over here.
Yeah.
I can drive.
Yeah. Okay. But no, she'll still get mad at you. It's still illegal too. They can arrest you.
I know. Yeah. We gotta talk about road rules. Road rules are kind of trash sometimes. So yeah.
They really are.
So it's flopping. You good? You got anything else there?
That's about it.
All right, cool. We're going to jump into our experts of the week.
Oh, also, let me get into what's flopping. I'm going to put this on a poll later. I'm sorry, real quick. I just want to
follow us on Twitter at NTE Podcast.
And Instagram, because I'll put this as an Instagram poll too. Cool. But, you know, do you ever do when you say, you know what, I'll do it in the morning, do you ever do it in the morning? I doubt anybody ever does it.
Do you know how many shows we've lost? Because I said I'll put it out tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
and then it's Friday, and I'm like, by time to record again.
Yeah. So I learned definitely fully prepare for the morning show the night before. Don't try to finish it in the morning.
Nah, that's a whole fact for sure. For sure, do it. So experts of the week, Levi, you want to go first?
Whoa! Oh, we're going expert of the week first.
Yeah. Read the rundown next time.
Whoa! I could have swore headlines was right after what's poppin', but I could have read it wrong. It's early.
Well, I didn't have headlines on my list of things to put on the.
You didn't? See, then that's your fault, Titus. You're the one who made it.
No, you messed it up.
I probably did.
I might have messed it up.
I'm just blaming you.
We all messed it up. It's early. I'm not used to this.
But we're not the experts, right?
Yeah, we're not the experts. If we did a perfect show, then we would just have to quit right here. So we're not living up to the name.
I got headlines.
Expert of the week.
Yeah, what you got? We can go to headlines. You gave him headlines, all right? We can go to headlines next. It'll be okay.
Okay. You go first on expert of the week because I'm trying to rack my brain.
Expert of the week is Samuel, probably Samuel, I don't know. Samothy, Sam, I don't know. Sam Presti, the Oklahoma City Thunder general manager, my expert of the week, Levi.
Yeah, he getting the moves.
See, but he's really not. That's the thing. He's really not. What Sam Presti is doing is a genius strategy of I am selling hope. I am trading talent and selling you hope. I have 16 draft picks. So it looks like I won the trade. So, and you're not going to fire me because you want to let me rebuild this thing because one time I drafted Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. Never mind, I lost all 3 of them, but I did pick all 3 of them. So you have to give me credit for that for the rest of the time. And I have 16 first-round picks. And some of them look like they're going to be pretty good. So I deserve to stay here till 2027 when all these picks expire. They have picks to 2027.
So this is a sarcastic expert of the week?
Yes, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't like these GMs out here act like they won trades because they get a bunch of draft picks. Like, what are you going to do with them, though? I don't care about your pick. Do something with it.
So, yeah, we're in agreement. We've always said a NBA draft pick is literally a lottery ticket. That's all because it's not a guarantee that lottery ticket is going to hit.
Right.
The odds are way more skewed than an NFL lottery ticket.
Right.
But at the same time, I like it. I do like the sarcasm. But it could be the Miami Dolphins. When I saw that many draft picks and that certain amount of years, that little window frame, I was thinking it could be the Miami Dolphins, how they're pulling it off.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we thought Miami Dolphins were selling hope too.
Right. But in fairness, you do get 53 people on the football team. You only got 15 spots for this basketball team.
True.
And really only the first, 9 matter, really? And, I mean, the thing about having a young team is you can kind of look at the Celtics. All those guys might not turn out to be good. You hit on a couple, cool, but then you got to figure out the rest of the roster, which Celtics haven't really done yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, maybe Presti will do. Maybe Presti will strike lightning in the bottle again, and get a Durant, Harden, Westbrook that he'll lose before they actually win anything. Maybe he won't, but good job selling hope. And I got my eye on you too, David Griffin. I see you trying to do the same thing in New Orleans. More NBA talk later on the show.
Yeah.
What you got?
Oh, my expert of the week. I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna just go with me because I really had somebody else, and now I cannot remember. That really threw me off.
When in doubt, give yourself credit.
Exactly. I'm going to give myself credit because this is from 2 weeks ago, but when Florida beat Georgia, I've been saying this whole year, and I've been saying it throughout the college football podcast, even though I redacted it once when Florida lost A&M, and I was like, yeah, it's looking like it's not going to happen, but it's looking like Florida's going to win the East, and another at Georgia.
Somebody got to win the East.
Yeah, somebody got to do it.
Somebody got to do it.
Yeah.
Tough job. Somebody has to do it.
I'm sure my real expert will pop into my head later on down
While
there.
you're doing your not the expert, it'll definitely pop in your head.
Yeah, something like that.
Go ahead. You want to go not the expert? Yeah, go. You're not the expert. Yeah, let's
put me on the spot this morning. Expert of the week, DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins.
I knew it would come to you as soon as you did it.
I can't decide. Well, I did decide what was more impressive, the throw or the catch. I'm definitely going to go with the throw on that one. Kyler Murray impressed me way more, even though I'm not trying to discredit Hopkins. If I had to decide, pick what was more impressive, Kyler Murray is. But what makes DeAndre Hopkins expert of the week is that post-game interview and him referring to himself in the second person, third. He said he just referred, instead of saying I can't remember. I knew I should have pulled the quote up, but it was something along the fact of a lot of people wouldn't be able to make that catch or would think they couldn't make that catch or something like that, and he said not I. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and look at it, but just go watch the post-game interview if you haven't seen it. It's pretty funny.
I think Kyler Murray's escape was better than the throw.
No, that's what I'm talking about. The whole package of that. That's why it's more impressive. But him being able to escape and throw on the run, and
did you see
it was right there in his hands. Just put it right there.
And he went over with 3 people.
Yes.
Did you see his tweet? Kyler Murray's tweet after the game?
Nah.
He said, "F it, hop down there somewhere."
He said, well, "Yeah,
hop down there somewhere."
Hey,
that's really what he did. He was like, he's gonna be over there.
No, okay, dude. That reminds me. I just gotta say this. It's really self-involved, but junior year football. I think I've mentioned to this before on the show before, but when a lot of times when I would get put in on the offense, I would get put in at running back for a halfback toss pass. So, I would throw it. So the first time we run it,
trick play, a little Taysom Hill action.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, first time we run it was second game of the season, and our tight end, which back in the day that was only 8-man football. So, you only had one tight end, one slot out there. So we had one tight end. He was 6'7", and that was my guy. He was running a little post to the corner of the end zone.
Yeah,
I'm about 25, 30 on the 30-yard line, and I got the pressure coming at me, and I'm a shorter guy, so I can't really see, but I've literally said in my head, F it, Jeff down there somewhere. I throw it, get tackled, and I just hear the crowd erupt, and I kind of look up, and I see his giant, long beam just jumping up and down. I'm like, yes, yeah, that's exactly what. I couldn't even see him. I just threw it. I was like, this dude's 6'7". If he doesn't come down with it, it's not my fault. So I just chunked it, did it. So yeah, shout out to those guys out there. You can just chunk it up too, and they'll grab it for you.
Wonderful.
Yeah. But not the expert of the week.
Yes.
Will Muschamp, we'll throw that in there. We'll get to him later. Yep. Also, Titus. I want to go with Titus Majors for not the expert of the week. We might get into that later as to why he's not the expert. I'm gonna go ahead and get in front of that.
I'm gonna drag all y'all down there with me. I'm telling you right now, y'all throw me out, and I'm dragging all of you down there with me. Every single one of you. My not the expert of the week. Your expert of the week is DeAndre Hopkins, so I did solidify mine. I might just pull a doubleheader because I feel like they both deserve it.
Okay.
One, I will go with Bill O'Brien once again because you are unemployed while your best receiver, who you traded for a running back, and what was it, like a 4th rounder or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like a 4th round pick is out here catching Hail Marys, and you are on the couch at home with no job doing the boys in the hood punches at the air.
Yeah.
And my other not gesture of the week will go to one Tillman Fertitta, the Houston Rockets owner. You suck, bro. I'm just gonna put it plainly. You are terrible, bro. He's been there. He bought the team in 2017.
Yeah,
he's been there 3 years, and it's just garbage.
Yeah,
he's
garbage.
blowing it all because he's cheap. He don't even. You know, he's like paying, like he bought the team on a loan from the old owner. So technically, that dude could just decide to take the team.
Really?
Yeah. He didn't pay, he didn't buy the
Oh.
team outright. He had to take
Oh.
out money to get the team.
Yeah.
He broke. He broke and rich. A rich broke boy somehow at the same time. He pulled it off.
NBA young boy.
Right. And he's
That just sounded like in some NBA young boy would say. I don't know.
He's rich and broke at the same time. And he's cheap, rich, and broke. And he blew up the Houston Rockets, who, I mean, they probably weren't going to win a championship.
No,
but
they
you were going to
weren't.
be
They weren't.
competitive.
They weren't.
And now everybody hates you.
Mhm.
Everybody who was keeping that thing together wants out
Yeah.
because no one likes you because you're a terrible owner. Good job, Tim Fertitta.
I think exactly. I think we first realized he was a terrible owner when the whole Daryl Morey thing happened, because I think he was the guy who was like, I don't know how to handle this. What do I do? What am I supposed to do with this?
Tillman's.
Because I'm pretty sure Adam Silver was like, "Hey man, get your mans, get your mans." He out here tweeting stuff that we can't be had.
Well,
Can't be
no,
having
he came
tweeted.
out. I think he was the first one to come out against it very strongly.
Oh, was he?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I thought that was after getting a call from Silver.
No, Houston's like huge. Houston, the Rockets
Yeah,
themselves are huge over there.
That is true. Well,
Yeah.
with the Yao Ming, yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
So
yeah.
he was over it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's also broke and don't want to go into the luxury tax.
Yeah.
This is partially why. I feel like the writing was on the wall when Morey traded Chris Paul for like the package he did and gave away all the picks. He's like, oh yeah, he's clearly not going to be here next year. So he's
Oh yeah.
Morey clearly knows he has no desire to come back. So,
Sorry, I
Go
didn't
ahead.
mean to interrupt.
You good.
Anybody watching YouTube, Facebook, go ahead, let us know what your expert of the week,
Yeah,
or
and
not
tell
the
us-
expert of the week
you know what?
nominee.
Tell us what you had for breakfast. When you come in the comments,
and you can
say
tell
good
us.
morning and tell us what you ate, what you're having for breakfast this
Yeah,
morning.
exactly. Also,
And if you didn't have breakfast this morning, go get some breakfast while you listen to us.
yeah,
It's good for you.
and also, if you haven't yet, go like and subscribe.
Facts
Like and
that.
subscribe on YouTube.
Smash that like button.
If you're watching on Facebook, still go like and subscribe.
Right.
All you podcast listeners listening to this right now, in the future, go like and subscribe on YouTube.
Facts.
And if you're listening on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, whatever, go rate, subscribe, review. Yeah.
5 stars, nothing less. I won't let you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that. So yes, those are the expert of the week. Let's go into headlines.
Oh, not the expert of
No,
the week.
talk to
I'm
me.
sorry. Tiger Woods. Did you see he
Wow,
went?
How dare you?
No, okay. Look,
How
man.
dare you
I didn't see
put
this.
Tiger Woods as your not the expert of the week because he was bad at golf this week?
I mean, he wasn't that bad. It's just for this one whole performance.
the
Did you
10?
see the one? Yes. I mean,
He looked like me out there.
yeah, exactly.
respected it.
No, that's when Tiger became okay. You know how we talked about when LeBron became the most relatable when he carried that book out
Oh,
there
yeah.
and they asked him about
Yeah.
the book and he
Right,
clearly
right,
hadn't
right.
read, and we all felt that, you know.
all knew
we never
that's
felt
fair.
like that. That's where we could feel with, you know,
Yeah.
LeBron right there brought us down on our level. Well, Tiger brought himself
Right.
down to our level.
Yo, I
as
definitely.
He scraped and clawed on
I
that.
tweeted that too. When I
Did
saw
you
it,
really?
I said never Tiger Woods more relatable than
Yeah,
than
exactly.
Right here.
Yeah.
Most relatable he had ever been hitting that 10. And I didn't even see the play. I just saw like the picture of him hitting out of wherever he was at. And it said, oh, Tiger shot a 10 on this hole. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's me.
Yeah, and
Okay.
what sucks too is that we were all praising him for first round going bogey free. He went like 3 under, bogey free round. First time he's ever opened, I think a major opening round without a
Oh, wow.
bogey.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, "Oh, Tiger could be making the run at
Yeah.
this," and then then he kind of just screwed it up in
Yeah.
that one. But hey,
Speaking of
we
the
still
best,
love you, Tiger.
that's a
Like
fact.
that.
Yeah.
The dude will never. There will nobody will ever be as loved as Tiger Woods in the game of
That's a
golf
fact.
ever,
That's
bro.
a fact.
Yeah.
Your man DeChambeau struggled a little bit, huh?
Thank you for reminding me of that.
Your
So
man's-
I
your
told
man's-
you at the beginning before the show even started. I was like, yeah, I got a lot of not the experts
Oh,
of
yeah,
the week,
yeah.
and then so DeChambeau also has
Woo.
got to be not the expert of the week because this dude put himself in the hot conversation. Like he did it right, you know, as a publicist would. Driver like shaft, and I'm gonna break the course. The highest or longest like shaft
Right,
that is
right, right.
legal in the PGA, and everybody's talking about it. And what does Bryson DeChambeau?
What'd he do?
He goes out there and he's out of contention within like the second round, and
he was
then
going mad early.
then DeChambeau went classic DeChambeau, where he started feeling dizzy when he knew he wasn't in contention anymore,
Oh, no.
and things were starting to look bad. Dizzy, and went and got a
Wow.
COVID test and said he didn't feel good. But that's classic DeChambeau, bro.
That's
If you go back, if you really follow golf, like the people who do, he's not very liked. Like a lot of people don't like him that much.
I've heard that like he's pretty polarizing.
Yeah, he is. But the thing is, like, he's just one of those nice guys you hate. You know,
right.
You ever have those guys like they're really nice, but yet the whole time you can't buy what they're selling. You just think they're fake the whole time, and you know there's something else with this dude. You got to watch your back. For him. Yeah, that's kind of what DeChambeau is. Yeah. So he's take the D out of sham on this one. He went all sham. He was a sham bro.
He's just a sham.
He was a shambo. He was a sham bro.
Word.
Sham wow.
Word. Well, now we will get into our headlines. See headlines there now by Studio Magic.
Headlines.
It's TV Magic right there.
TV Magic. Yeah.
That's right. Headlines. What we got, Clayton?
The Miami Herald reported yesterday that Antonio Brown was involved in an altercation with a security guard in his Hollywood, Florida neighborhood.
Yo, you know what's funny? I almost added this.
Oh, really?
When I was looking up stories, and I was like, I'm probably one of these. I straight up did that. Yeah, I looked at it, and I was like, maybe I'll leave it out.
Oh, my bad.
But no, it's good. I like that. I like we're both on the same page.
There's more.
He's accused of destroying a surveillance camera and allegedly throwing a bicycle at the officer. The incident took place before signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah. I was reading this morning, and I'm like, oh, look, it's Antonio Brown being Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
But and I was reading how because I read the article, and I think the president of the homeowners association there was like, yeah, I didn't really want him to take out. I think it said something there word about him taking out aggression on future employees, like retaliating against other employees.
Yeah.
And then they were also like, we didn't press charges because like it really wasn't too big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
But there was something else there. But yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
He felt like he's being targeted or something for being Antonio Brown. I think is what he was saying.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see that part where he felt like he was being targeted.
Yeah.
Which for Antonio Brown, I know we clown on him a lot for being
Antonio Brown.
Yeah,
yes.
A clown.
Yes.
Also, I empathize with Antonio Brown, or I sympathize for him. I don't know. I get confused how to use those two terms, you know, and which way to use them correct.
Feel like what somebody else is feeling.
Oh, and sympathize is when you feel sorry for him. Okay, so I sympathize for him. Because, you know, not the best background, like growing up or whatever. Right. So there's some stuff out of his hands, you know.
He had a wild life.
You get but when you're in that position, I don't blame him for feeling, because when you're in that state of mind, you do start taking on paranoia.
Yeah, you know, that him being like he felt targeted. I'm like, I'm sure you are, because you did destroy a house before this.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I bet they do target you. I bet they are like,
That is the funny thing, is that people who feel the most targeted,
they did something to deserve it.
Exactly, but yet the whole time they're questioning, why is everybody out to get me? I didn't do anything wrong, but yet there's a whole list of things we can, you know, read off that you did wrong.
Yeah.
But going back on what the homeowners thing.
Yeah.
I got confused while reading the article too, because I think, so she did say they didn't press charges, or they didn't, you know, come out with anything initially because she was afraid that he would retaliate.
Yeah.
But then I read later on that actually wasn't true, that she said that, and that was a reporter that was pushing that, like a false narrative. And she said everything's good, like everything's been mended. He paid like for the camera that he destroyed, like apologized to this, like everybody's on good terms and they're cool. So she was saying that was a narrative, you know, of them not pressing charges because they were in fear of Antonio Brown. Mm-hmm. Apparently that was just something getting pushed by a source.
I see she said,
Yeah.
So I think so that's what they said. And then she told the Herald they were not afraid of Brown, but that they decided the incident wasn't serious enough to press charges. And he agreed to fix the camera and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here's the statement. She said that he'd been fully and amicably resolved, and everyone is getting along fine. And he is rightly concerned. Antonio regrets he lost his school that day, and that he has made amends with the HOA, the Hollywood Oaks Homeowners Association. However, he is rightly concerned that he is routinely targeted by some people for mistreatment and undue scrutiny because he is Antonio Brown. He wants to be a good neighbor, good citizen, and a good teammate. Now, I will say, I understand the statement. Also, that does sound like the statement of someone who's like, look, Antonio, we don't want no more problems.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a little bit of both, right?
Yeah.
Like a blink twice if you need help.
Yeah.
Blink twice if you need rescue.
I got two things on this, though. One, this is for AB, little advice. if you want to come across as your friendly, neighbor, as everybody's good friendly neighbor that they love,
yes,
go buy some Mr. Rogers sweaters. Take on the Mr. Rogers look. All right, just be the young new black Mr. Rogers. Then number 2, AB could have spun this. His publicist could have spun this too. And
I don't think you can get a publicist anymore. I feel like they're done with
that may be. Hey, AB, I'll be your publicist, and I'll tell you how I would have spun this, okay? We would have went to the location of the security guard shack or wherever this is, and we would have strategically placed a big Toys for Tots box out there. And what it was is that separating, the box and, Antonio Brown is like a fence. And he was only throwing the bicycle at the security guard to put in the Toys for Tots box. That's what he was doing. And then, but the security guard thinking Antonio Brown, generalizing him, thinking he's dangerous and is attacking him, misconstrued this, hey, catch. Throw this in the Toys for Tots box for me. He thought he was attacking him and throwing it at him.
Here's the problem with that, though.
Like, he was just trying to make a donation.
If there's a camera set up, I'm sure it feeds into a system somewhere. So there's probably video of this.
Well, that's where we got to get, more. AB's got the money. We can tamper. We can do a little tampering into that video footage, I don't know. But
next headline.
You can tamper with it.
I see what you did there. Like that.
All right, next headline. South Carolina fires head coach Will Muschamp after going 28-30 through 5 seasons.
So what SEC program will Muschamp end up at next?
He will be a defensive analyst at Alabama. He'll go do coaching rehab.
He's not getting a head coaching job immediately?
No. He's going to go to rehab at Alabama like all the head coaches do. No, they're going. Well, so now Auburn has some competition for Hugh Freeze because that's who South Carolina is going after. Oh, bro, Hugh Freeze is coming back. Liberty?
Can he come back?
7-0? I think he can.
After his allegations and charges?
I think we've all forgotten about it by now. I don't remember them. I remember some.
I remember the hotline.
Yeah.
I didn't forget the hotline. Yeah. I didn't
hotline bling.
Yeah. He was blinging something, all right. So Muschamp being fired, like, I don't know why he got that job anyway. It never made sense to me.
Yeah.
I remember his press conference, and he was talking about recruiting. He was like, "Oh, look at my beautiful wife. Ha ha ha! I can recruit pretty well."
Did you really say that?
Yes. He's like, "Stand up. Yeah, I'm a good recruiter. Ha ha! Look at my wife." And once again, here he is unemployed, back in the unemployment line.
Well, I heard that's how Dan Mullen helps recruit. Is getting his wife. He's like, "Hey, come to Florida. You're going to get a kiss before every game by my hot wife."
This is what kills me, dog. Will Muschamp, well, I guess he calmed down since he went public with that incident where he was spazzing on the sideline. Like, you're too not good of a coach to be yelling at people so much.
Yeah.
You're just not good at it as a head coach.
You remember back in the day when Will Muschamp was next in line to take over for Mac Brown and continue the Texas dynasty?
That timeline was crazy.
Dude, it's crazy how these things have happened.
It was like, wow, he really just betrayed Texas like that, huh? Yeah. He said coach and wait, and he just left to go to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, ooh, y'all dodged a bullet, and then they didn't dodge a bullet.
Yeah.
And they're still trying to dodge. They're still getting hit with bullets at Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And Will Muschamp's been fired twice since then.
You know who's had really similar career to him?
Who's that?
Who I think is a way better coach, and is a reason why I think he will follow in this guy's. Do what?
Oh no, you're not going. I think you're going.
Where?
I was gonna go Jimbo Fisher. He said Jimbo hasn't been fired. He just gave up.
Yeah,
recruiting.
No, this guy's been fired. And he was also a guy we had highly touted, like he was supposed to be next in line. I can't even remember what the program was, where he was at, even though he did have a stint with Texas. But Charlie Strong,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So their careers kind of mimic each other, I feel like, because they were both set up in that, they're going to take over. I can't even remember which program it was. When he was DC, and then he left, went and did his own thing.
Charlie was head coach at Louisville.
Yeah, I know he did that, but where was he DC at?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
I remember he was Bridgewater's coach at Louisville.
Yeah,
and then Bridgewater left. He's like, cool.
Yeah. Well, now Muschamp will go and join Strong and help Alabama and help his career too.
He was a Florida assistant for a while.
Yeah, so I think that's who we were thinking, like, because he was the defense coordinator when Urban was there, and a lot of people have speculated that he may take over the program. I don't know. A lot of people were just highly, you know, had a lot of, high thoughts for him.
Sure.
Thought he was going to take over like that. But,
But
cool, Muschamp. Cool.
Speaking of that, Will's probably go to a small school and, figure out maybe he can be a better head coach.
Maybe they'll just swap coaches. Hugh Freeze go down to South Carolina, and then Will go up to Liberty. I can see that happening.
Yeah, honestly. I feel like Liberty hire anybody at this point.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. I won't get into that. I almost said something. Won't get into that.
That's your former school, bro.
Yeah, exactly. What's next, Clayton?
Dustin Johnson won the green jacket this weekend in Augusta. First player to record a -20 at Augusta National.
He went 20 under, and that's the first time anybody's ever done that.
I saw he was 16 under.
Yeah.
And on Sunday, I'm like, that seems ridiculously high for the Masters.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else also had high scores. I'm like, okay, this is one of those years, I guess.
Yeah, which the Masters, it isn't traditionally tough like the USGA is, because that's one of those. If you go under, then you're doing pretty good.
Kind of like the British Open too, right?
Yeah,
you're under. You probably one under might win it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Masters, it usually stays around the 10 under range, kind of. But Dustin Johnson single-handedly ruined Masters Sunday for all of us because the best thing about Masters weekend is Masters Sunday when it comes down to the wire and you're trying to figure out. Now the dude had it all day. We knew Dustin Johnson was going to come away with the win all day, so he kind of ruined that. Masters kind of sucked this year, to be honest.
Did the not having to avoid hitting people affect the scores?
So it's a lot like the NBA.
Yeah.
It's all about sight lines because a lot of people use the grandstands and people as sight lines. Yeah. So it's a lot different. A lot of players just discovered, I can't remember which hole. It's 13th hole or something. But a lot of players just discovered there was a big pond by one of those holes because traditionally every year, it's always covered by people. You can't even see the pond because there's so many people. Yeah. But so there are a lot of nooks and crannies players just realized this year without having
Interesting.
A crowd.
Salute Dustin Johnson on that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch the second of the Masters. When I saw Tiger was out by the weekend and Johnson was 16 under and nobody was mad close, I'm like, all right, well, I'll just hear about this later. Yeah,
I was going back and forth on Sunday, and then once I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Right. We already know who's going to win. It's not that fun.
Yeah. But especially without hearing the applause when they come around that final corner.
Yeah.
And then you hear Jim Nantz giving his soliloquy about how good that person did.
Yes.
And while people are clapping, it don't hit the same.
Yeah. It don't. But shout out to Dustin Johnson though, for his eye candy, his arm piece, his wife. That was the big talk of Twitter.
He's like a celebrity, right?
I don't know who his wife is.
I thought he was dating a celebrity.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's the one that's with Gretzky's daughter, right? And that dude
really
Gretzky's daughter, yeah.
How old is Gretzky's daughter? Because I feel like she'd be.
She's old. She's probably 30 something. Yeah, Pauline Gretzky. Yeah. That's who he dates, Pauline Gretzky.
We still make Paulines.
We did when she was born.
Pauline.
Gretzky ain't a young spring chicken, dog.
Pauline.
Yeah. So shout out to Dustin.
Shout out.
What else?
COVID versus the NCAA. Who will win?
That's how I rewrote it.
COVID got a wild lead. COVID got a wild lead. The SEC, you and elitist Chris thought you and the SEC were safe. You two are college football elitists on your show. Y'all thought the SEC was doing great. And
we did.
And then boom, it came strong the last 2 weeks.
Not the experts.
It was COVID came for the SEC hard. COVID was not playing with the SEC at all.
Yeah, that's why. Have you noticed every time I've tried to give, and they're not even, in my opinion, they're not even strong takes, but you just got to tiptoe around it so much when you're talking about the situation in general. I like to stress really on that college football pod before I even bring up COVID. I have to remind people about 20 times. I'm not an expert, so this is just an opinion.
Right.
Don't think I'm right or anything. Yeah. So yeah, not an expert. I'm not Fauci. So
smoked the whole conference.
Yeah, it really did.
And nothing happened last weekend.
But let me get on this.
Who actually played this weekend? Florida and Arkansas, was that it? The only game
I think that was, yeah.
I was like,
but can I just say something? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pretend Coach O is on the other side of this. What's up, Coach O? Shout out to you for your arm piece too. But you're a bum. You're scared. You didn't want the smoke. because your little player released your little fun post game celebration in the locker room, and you gave us bulletin board material, and we were already going to bury you anyways, but we were just going to bury you about 10 feet further underground, make sure you never got back up. But you don't want the smoke, even though the game was going to be well past the 14-day quarantine. You were like, nope, don't want it. But guess what? You're still going to have to come back and play us anyways at the end of the season. So, players. I don't care. I'm going to run with the narrative. They didn't want the smoke.
I'm saying why not going to work because this was destined. I'm saying this was destined to come for LSU. You know why?
What?
I knew it's coming for LSU because before the season started, Ed Orgeron was like, "I think we're going to be good." I think most of our players already had it.
Yeah.
He didn't understand.
He said that.
Yeah, he didn't know how this worked.
Yeah.
This was destined to come for them. And speaking of LSU, y'all better get that together down there because that USA Today report came out and.
Yes. Yeah. So let me throw in another not the expert of the week. LSU, just in general.
Yeah, for real.
Get out of here because that is despicable. Like it really is. It's straight up despicable.
Right.
Me coming from a D3 small private college, I know how that stuff works.
Yeah.
I'm not friends, but people I know like have been in situations like that. And it's not even like taking sides, but just the school in general, like the way they ran that was absolutely atrocious. And I get it. It gets really sticky when it comes to that because they don't even necessarily have to call the police, because the university can all do that, but they didn't do anything.
There are very basic things they could have done.
Exactly,
like beyond the lawsuit, there are very basic things they could have done to take care of something. If you know what we're talking about, there's USA Today report about LSU's lack of I can't think of the word.
Control, lack of discipline.
Apathy, they're apathetic. Their complete apathy towards sexual assault allegations. In their program. All their sports programs.
If you're a star player, star athlete who's a male, you're fine.
In any
Go
sport,
do what you want, pretty much.
A tennis player was in there too.
Really?
A whole tennis player. So like any sport, not even just football. So LSU, go read that USA Today report and see about that.
We got to talk about more about that as that develops. But absolutely ridiculous because you don't even have to. I'm not an expert, so don't listen to me. But just knowing like kind of how like colleges and all have that, how stuff like that is laid out. I know they were afraid of going to the law. And that's fine. Like you don't even necessarily have to get law enforcement like involved like right at the beginning. But they took no measures. They didn't take it to a board because they have a whole board for that at the college. Like a student council, a faculty council, everything. They didn't do anything. They just brushed it off.
Classes with the people they were accusing.
Yeah,
we're in classes with them, and they made no effort to like move them out or put them in a
exactly.
They did nothing.
So that's why they deserve to just get every scholarship there is taken away, whatever.
Disgusting program.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got that in.
Yeah, I'm glad we did too. Yeah.
What's the next headline?
You bums.
Last headline.
Bums.
That's a good word.
The NBA draft starts tomorrow night.
Yes. Draft day is tomorrow night. This is the most confusing NBA draft in the history of NBA drafts, bro. The only consensus that I've gotten is that people don't think this is a good draft. I listen to a lot of NBA shows, and the only thing I can come up with is people don't think it's a good draft. Mm-hmm. They also don't know who's going to be drafted.
Everybody's
confused.
Nobody knows this because last night I went to bed with LaMelo Ball. It's LaMelo, right? Am I the right ball? Okay, making sure I got the right ball in there.
Yeah.
LaMelo was projected to go first. I wake up this morning, same source, different time. Oh, we wake up and something magical happened. I guess God came to, whoever who makes these projections.
Oh, everybody. Everybody.
So I guess an angel came to them in the middle of the night and told them, no, you got it wrong. It's going to be Anthony Edwards. So they flipped it. Now it's Anthony Edwards going number 1 and LaMelo going number 3.
It's so confusing because, the one thing I have heard is people still don't know if the Warriors are going to draft. The Warriors have liked everybody in this draft.
Yeah.
They put out a different report about everyone, and they've liked everyone. Just depends on the week.
Yeah.
I don't think they really know what they want.
They need to get Wiseman,
Just
though.
take Wiseman. It's very
Just
simple.
take Wiseman. It's simple. You need a tall guy. Get him.
You know I want them to take Wiseman for one?
What?
I want Wiseman to be saved from the pain of having to run Charlotte, having to lead Charlotte somewhere. Because he doesn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve that. No, I don't wish that on any top pick this year, is having to be in Charlotte.
You know who I would like to place that on? Because I think he just made such a terrible decision in his college choice. And so it would be no change. Absolutely no change. Anthony Edwards, go ahead, Charlotte, take him. Because going from Georgia basketball to Charlotte basketball is exactly the same. So he'll feel right at
I like
home,
Anthony, man.
carrying that team and getting 5 wins this season.
I like Anthony Edwards, man.
He went to Georgia. You can get out of here.
Yeah. Where he had to go.
KCP's the best Georgia basketball player. And I only claim KCP because he's just from right down the road.
They went through the same thing pretty much. Went to Georgia by themselves, only real player.
Exactly. Yeah.
But, I have no idea. I don't know where LaMelo's, I don't know if he's going to drop. He's going to go high, go low, because there's been like mixed reports on him.
Yeah.
This draft is weird, bro. The only thing I know is that Wiseman and his people apparently said we ain't trying to go to Minnesota. That's the only thing I know.
Yeah. I feel like everybody's going to be fighting each other not to go to Minnesota and not to go to Charlotte.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to go to Minnesota either.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to either. They don't know how to run anything. They lazy, bro. They really don't want. They're really here just so they don't get fined. They're really here so they can get a paycheck.
They're so terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I do want to give a shout out though, because my boy Kyra Lewis Jr. repping Alabama. He was projected going to be early second round, maybe late first round at the beginning of the year last year, going to the last college basketball season, and now the man has set him up. They're looking at middle of the first round. I saw the Celtics were going to get him, but now the pick before the Celtics, I think the Pelicans. Now they've got the Pelicans projected to get him, which I think Celtics make way more sense. I don't know. I guess they're going after another point guard just because Drew Holiday's a little older and maybe he's not going to be around much longer. But I'm telling you, everybody now listening.
You said the Pelicans?
Yeah, the Pelicans.
Drew Holiday's not there anymore, remember?
Wait, where'd he go?
Oh, you don't know?
Wait.
Drew Holiday?
I may know.
He got traded last night.
No, he did. Okay, we'll get to that.
Offseason madness. NBA offseason madness. I got to break news to Levi.
Dude, inject me and give me more. I can't. My veins can't get enough of it. But Kyra Lewis Jr. Okay, so this makes perfect sense then, and he's going to get some good playing time, I guess. But he's got LeMelo. No, who's the older brother? Lonzo. Good God, like this gets confusing.
So many of them.
Yeah, like everybody listening, watching now, listen to me. Kyra Lewis Jr. is going to be a beast. Okay, this guy is only, I want to say he's 18 or just turned 19. He played his true freshman year at 17 years old. He could have went into the draft right after that. That's where he was projected an early second round pick. Yes. He's going to be good. I'm telling you. And also who's going to be good is Alabama basketball. Keep them on your radar too. Starting the preseason top 25. Let's go.
Levi has been saying this for about 8 years.
Yes, I have. I said it. I said it at the end of the Godfrey years. I said it during the Anthony Grant years, and I said it during the Avery Johnson years. But we're finally here, people. It's finally going to happen. You keep speaking it, it will come to life.
Now, I will say,
amen.
Atlanta, I know I got a lot going on because the ownership group is apparently pressuring Schlenk and Lloyd Pierce to make the playoffs this year. He's apparently putting a lot of heat on them about that, which, I mean, throws off the rebuild development timeline.
Yeah.
But I'm watching you very closely this draft. There are two people I want them to take. And between them taking, I want them to go. There's this dude named Patrick Williams who I heard of, who's like a really good defensive wing already, and loves playing defense and likes to roll. He's I can't even pull up his number.
Wait, who is this for?
6'8", the Hawks.
Oh, the Hawks.
Yeah, he's like 6'8" or something, full wing.
We had a really weird last name dude, like funky name dude, who I saw projected this morning. And then I had no idea who this guy was, but I was like, that's cool.
I know you're talking about. But yeah, I want the Hawks to look at that.
We need somebody more established.
I want them to get Isaac Okoro.
Yeah.
I like Okoro next to Trey. I think that's a solid pick.
I can forgive him for being an Auburn guy. Yeah.
I like Okoro.
You come to the Hawks, I can forgive you for that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So those are the things you need to do. And do something different. Because they were supposed to be in the Drew Holiday market as well. For some reason, which wouldn't have really made sense to their timeline.
Who, the Hawks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't have made sense. No.
I didn't like that. But now we can get into the NBA offseason madness, baby. Woohoo! That was the last headline, right? That was right.
Yeah, was that the last headline? Yeah. Sweet. NBA offseason. Well, we can go number one, which is, where was it going to start? Oh, the Suns and the Thunder.
Yes, Suns and Thunder.
The Suns got Chris Paul and some other guy.
I heard.
And then the Thunder got Oubre.
Yeah, I think I was hearing about this like last week, and I was like, that's weird. Why would he want to go there? You know what I'm saying?
Go play with Devin Booker.
but I'm like, I thought Chris Paul would be more in the ring business, but maybe he's not, and that's fine.
But Chris Paul can't really control his destination right now. So
I mean, but you know how vet players work. I mean, he probably but he's going to Phoenix. Him and Devin, that's really good though. I like that fit because I think Booker can work well with another point guard. Him and Rubio work decently together. And, I mean, Chris Paul. So it was Chris Paul for. I wrote it down. Actually.
Bro, that is gonna be nasty, bro. Think about
it absolutely is.
A second year DeAndre Ayton, a Devin Booker, and then you got the veteran, bro. It's
third year. It's
gonna
be nasty. And
third year. We've seen
Chris Paul with centers. Like he will get you paid and get your numbers up.
It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah,
to watch.
They're gonna be a playoff team for sure. Like easily. But it was Chris Paul for Kelly Oubre, Ricky Rubio, Ty Jerome, and Jalen LeCue.
And a 2022 first rounder.
Yes. And now I think that I heard it last night on the Athletic that they're gonna move. OKC's probably gonna try and trade Oubre as well. Move off Oubre.
Okay.
So
because they don't want to win too much.
Exactly.
You want to keep tanking.
It's not their goal. Their goal.
If you're investing in 16, picks, then you don't want to do any winning. No. And I think that's why they had to get rid of CP3 too.
Oh yeah, that was the 1 year thing for sure.
Yeah.
So I like it a lot. I'm looking forward to actually watching Suns games this year. Seeing what happens. I want to see more Devin Booker anyway. It's like Devin Booker's one of those dudes where like, okay, I believe he's very good.
Yeah.
I don't get to watch him because he's in Phoenix. I'm not trying to watch Phoenix play basketball ever.
No. Never.
But I like that they're making this move because even if like it's not a championship move, it is let's get a veteran in here to show these guys the game a little bit. Because that you got to have that veteran presence. You can learn. They can get the winning culture established there. So I do like that move.
Yeah.
Which is one of Robert Sarver's first good moves, probably his entire time as an owner there. So salute to that.
I'll give you a cowbell for that.
Now, let us go. Now, Levi, you don't know what happened last night.
No, I don't. Tell me. Tell me all about it.
The Milwaukee Bucks went all in.
Oh, I know they got Bogdan, right?
They got Bogdan Bogdanović. But they also added Drew Holiday last night.
Oh!
Yes.
Bro, the Bucks might just pull it off this year.
The Bucks,
because they got 1 year left, and so I'm so happy that they're actually doing something with this 1 year. They're going all in. Chips on the table.
Bucks all in. Yes. Now,
I like it.
I want to say that they traded Eric Bledsoe and George Hill. Okay, for Drew Holiday. But this is where it get kind of squirrely. He got a little squirrely here.
Oh.
They traded 3 first-round picks.
Wait, the Bucks traded 3
Yes.
Can I take my cowbell back? I was
take the cowbell back. Reverse cowbell.
I don't know how I feel, but I do. Okay, they did go all in for sure.
They did. 3 first-round picks with 2 possible pick swaps as well. So they basically gave the Anthony Davis package that the Pelicans got from the Lakers for Drew Holiday.
Dude, shout out to the Pelicans for just racking up on these players.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. David Griffin's another one of these get off the draft picks with my young team guy. So I'm very they went all in, bro, all the way in. And the Bogdanović trade, they traded Dante DiVincenzo, DJ Wilson, and Ersan Ilyasova. Not too big a loss.
No.
Bogdan, he's a really good player. That's a good fit.
Yeah.
Holiday's a good fit as well, of course. Defensively, you're not going to lose much. And I think he's more stabilizing offensively than Eric Bledsoe is in the playoffs. Like, Bledsoe in the playoffs is just not trustworthy.
No, he's not. He's really not.
So getting off that is a big deal for them. But, that's a lot of draft capital.
That is.
And we're not, you and I, we're not, like you said, we're not big on draft capital, but like trading away 3 picks is a big deal because if it doesn't work out, Giannis decides to leave, you're in a very, very terrible situation there.
Yeah.
Because you don't have any picks to dangle to even make anything happen. Now you still got Chris Middleton, which maybe you could flip that for something. You probably could, but like it's a weird place to be in.
So it is a weird place because it kind of seems like no matter what the Bucks did or didn't do in this offseason, this season, they were gonna be losers. Okay, I mean, because if they didn't make any moves and kind of just held on and looked more towards the future, we'd all be saying, you got the best player in the world. You're wasting great talent. You're going to make him do that. Blah, 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 blah. But, and then now, though, if this fails, we're going to be saying, oh, look at you. Yeah, exactly. You're giving up your future all for this 1 year to get a championship.
I'm in the middle of it. Like, they gave up a lot, but also, I'd rather see a team go this hard than just bring y'all everything back with the superstar in 1 year left.
Exactly.
I like the fact they're doing this. And then maybe this is enough to get Giannis signed to Supermax.
Yeah.
maybe that's enough because he got signed by I think December or November 21st, something like that.
Yeah.
He signs that, then you can just. But you're showing him, look, if it don't work out, we're gonna do something else.
Yeah,
we'll make it work.
I was thinking about that too. Yeah. It's hey, look, we're making effort. Exactly. At least show them you're making some effort, and so maybe he'll come back, make it reciprocal.
And this is like a good effort, right? This isn't like an effort. It's like you're trading for a washed-up player. Now you're getting Holiday, who's just turned 30, I think.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, Drew Holiday, we know what he can do.
Yeah.
And he's a veteran leader as well. Like. It's a very good, and the Bogdanovich move is a good move. I still think I want them to get somebody that can create, so I don't want Giannis to have to handle the creation.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest issue. Like Giannis doesn't need to be a creator, a primary creator, right? Mm-hmm. And Holiday's not a great creator either, so he's more of a 2. But like you got to get somebody in there that can just create for other people still.
Yeah.
And maybe they got some moves in the tuck. Maybe they can figure something else out in that plane. But what they got so far, I like it, man. I think it's a very big deal. I think it's a very good move by them. So the Bucks are all in, and I like it.
All in, I like it too.
Let's talk about the Rockets.
Okay, yeah.
The Rockets are they all out?
Pretty much, or everybody's trying to get out. They're trying to get out.
Yeah.
Russell said a month ago, something like that. Yeah, he expressed he wants out.
Yeah, Russ over it.
But nobody wants him. Oh, what's the deal that just somebody wouldn't even take? It was a prime deal, I think, and somebody denied it. I think I took a screenshot of it.
I know I saw something that Charlotte was interested in.
That might have been it.
Charlotte was interested in Russell Westbrook, but they were not willing to.
Yeah, they weren't willing to give up their third overall pick.
Yeah, and I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
Like, and as much as I like Russ, I'm not giving up a pick for that because you're not in a position to. Russ isn't going to put you in a win now position. It's going to put you in we might make the playoffs in the East this year.
Yeah.
It's not going to be anything major.
Can we, I just want to, look, I'm going to just say this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Levi, you've been right for so many years, and people laughed at you, yelled at you, spit on you.
They spit on you?
Metaphorically. It felt like spit on me for having these takes that Russell Wilson is not going to get you a championship, and he's more of a virus, a bad one. You know, there's good bacteria, bad bacteria. He's one of the bad bacteria. You want to be killed. And so I think it's just obvious. Look, James Harden said, "Look, we still tight, we bros, but we know at the end of the day." We can't do nothing with each other, especially Russ.
I think Russ said that first.
Really?
Russ wanted out before. Russ wanted out, and then Harden was locked in, is what the reports were.
Oh, yeah.
Russ was talking about the lack of accountability in the locker room.
Oh.
And it wasn't being held accountable, James Harden. So
that's rich. The guy.
Is he wrong though? James Harden does run that franchise.
Yeah, he does. But I just think it's funny. Well, talking about lack of accountability, where we watch Russell Westbrook like self-implode on himself.
See, Russ holds himself accountable for that stuff, though.
Yeah, but
like Russ holds himself accountable.
That's true. But there's also the whole thing. You know, you can apologize and you can say you're accountable, but it only counts if you actually make a change. And I don't think Russ just keep doing Russ out there. So.
Russ is gonna be Russ, but I feel like when Russ has like terrible Russ experiences, he will be like, okay, I got to be better than that, and he'll be a little better than that.
I feel like in the heat of the moment, bro, Russ just goes back to Russ.
But Russ being Russ, you got to be honest. Their best stretch of the season came when Westbrook was being Westbrook early in the season before Corona. Now Russ ended up getting hurt and caught COVID in the bubble, but before the bubble, if you remember, there was stretch in January when Harden was out and Russ was cooking when it was him and the floor was spread. And then stand still Harden came back, and I don't move off the ball or do anything important off the ball.
Yeah.
He was back, and
yeah. Well, that's
Harden's
just how it be. That's just how it be.
Let me get my Harden slander. Harden, your best friend, your Cali native, your Cali boy was like, nah, I'm good on this. I'm good on this James Harden thing. We got back together. I'm good on that. That's all I'm saying. Everybody leaves James Harden.
Yeah.
Chris Paul left him. Dwight Howard left him. His best friend, Russell Westbrook, left him. Everybody be leaving James. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Mr. Two-time MVP superstar guy.
Well, James left.
That's y'all, boy.
James left first, though.
That's y'all,
when it came to the Thunder.
And everybody told me James Harden was on the Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant tier.
Yeah.
I will laugh at you forever.
Nah.
And you will forever catch these jokes.
Yeah. I don't know how.
How dare you ever say that to me?
Yeah, I don't know how Harden. I don't know if he's going to get to Brooklyn and how that even is going to go. We got plenty of. Well,
yeah.
I was going to say, do you want to talk about that now? Or?
Yeah, you want to get into? Yeah, while we're on the subject of the Rockets, because the Rockets made a trade last night as well. Levi, are you aware of that?
No, I'm not. I don't think I am.
In the tanking, in the fact that the Rockets are all out is what we got to set the rundown. Rockets all out. They traded Robert Covington last night to the Trailblazers for Trevor Ariza and a first round pick.
Oh, they got Trevor Ariza back.
Yeah.
Way too late because We were saying 2-3 years ago, whenever Ariza left, we were like, oh, well, them not having Ariza, they should have paid Ariza. Yeah, Rockets all out. I mean,
they're done, bro. They're done.
This is them trying to make it look like Everett's like, hey, y'all kept saying y'all wanted Ariza back. We got him back.
Right. And quietly, Robert Covington to the Blazers is a very, very good
Yeah, it
deal.
is. I do like that.
They were for a wing like that for a very, very long time. They finally got it.
Yeah.
And I like that move for them a lot. They're going to finish 4 and get swept in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? They're going to be in the playoffs again.
Dude, you were rightfully so, but kind of complaining last time we talked about this, just talking about how short this is of an off season, how all these moves. But dude, I like this, man. Like,
oh yeah, it's giving me the off season feel.
Yeah, exactly. Look, bro.
I had to turn the Woes and Shad notifications on, like to my phone in November. Like, this is a different feel, and I like it.
Yeah, but I just love the activity. It's just coming straight at you. Whether you want it or not, it's coming at you. So you better embrace it. Yeah,
for sure. So yeah, the Rockets are all out. They traded Robert Covington. Harden apparently wants to go to the Nets or Philly.
Or they're Philly, but he really wants the Nets. He's settled on the Nets.
Can we talk about how funny that would be? Harden, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant trying to share a basketball.
We're just at the same thing of. I get tired of it. I mean. I get tired of repeating the phrase, there's not enough balls on the court, for those people.
Oh my God.
Like,
the only way it works is if you trade Kyrie for Harden.
Yeah.
That's literally the only way you can make this you can make this be a move that makes sense.
I'm assuming he's okay with it, but I'd just like to entertain the idea that Kyrie is having none of this and he's just really jealous right now. And looking over Kevin Durant, trying to, sneak a peek over Kevin Durant, looking at him and James Harden text.
Right. They've all been working out in the offseason together, apparently.
Yeah, I'm sure he's okay with it and wants it.
Working out in the offseason doesn't mean it's going to work in the real season.
Yeah, it's
it's a terrible idea. And the package the Nets can put together is not, I don't think.
I would rather have LeVert and Dinwiddie out there than.
Yeah, and a package of Dinwiddie, LeVert, and whatever else they got to throw together to make it work.
I would rather have them than having James Harden.
Yeah, and it is not a better package for Houston than a package that involves Ben Simmons. If that's on the table from Philadelphia. It's not. As much as I like Emma Ben Simmons over, I think Ben Simmons is over. I would put Ben Simmons over Embiid just because of health. And even though Simmons has health struggles, but I think you can do more with a player like Ben Simmons than you can with a center. I think it's hard to build around a center than it would be to build around Ben Simmons with his defensive ability, his playmaking ability, and everything. But Harden and Embiid together is kind of terrifying. It's a little bit terrifying. Primary ball handler, and Embiid's able to go into the post and hopefully stop shooting those threes and stop being I want to do finger rolls, big man. Dominance my in post. Kind of scary if they can stay healthy. But I think if you can get a package with Simmons involved in it, you got to take that over anything that's gonna offer you. You really do. Even if it's Kyrie, because Kyrie is not a winning player by himself. We've seen that already. We've seen that movie before.
He's not. It's just I get really claustrophobic kind of. I feel like the walls are closing in on me, and it's because it's just so much star power in one room, and it just gets too hot. And I got to get out of there. And so that's how I feel about the Nets. Just with a duo of the misery twins of Kyrie and KD, I'm already suspect about that. And then we're getting first time Steve Nash in here head coaching, and then we're getting Amari.
It's too much.
Yeah, Amari's coming in to break the glass to access Mike D'Antonio, and D'Antonio's about to re-coach James Harden. Look, somebody was lying too about we need to figure out who's lying between D'Antonio and James Harden, because they kept pointing fingers Harden's I don't even like playing this type of ball, but it's the only way we can win. It's the way D'Antonio wants to run it. D'Antonio. Oh, my bad.
You keep mixing up with the former college football coach.
Yeah, I am. D'Antoni's saying I don't even like playing that style of ball either, but it's the only way we can win, and it's the only way Harden wants it. Right. So, somebody's lying in there. So.
Yeah, I'm very confused about how the fact that they think that makes sense basketball-wise makes me question. It makes me know why very few players should have GM control over their franchise. The fact that Durant and Irving think this is a good idea.
They're going to run that franchise into the ground before it even gets off the ground.
It's going to be a hilarious disaster. I low-key want to see those three together so they can lose in the second round to the Celtics, and I can laugh really hard.
Yeah.
I would laugh so hard.
I want them to succeed too, because KD's my guy.
Yeah, I'm against. I want to laugh at this. I want to laugh so hard.
I just won't be surprised if they fail.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
And it's weird too. Nobody's really hyping them up. Everybody's really thinking, this is too much. We're usually all for this, big three.
because I mean,
but
Durant,
we know those personalities and those play styles.
Right. It was like we've seen Durant with this style of player, this like non-passing point guard before.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out well. So
yeah. I feel like KD, he's still, that dude. He really doesn't, he doesn't know how to be up front and just speak his mind. So I feel like it's more of a Harden one-sided thing. It's like, KD, think about how cool it'd be. And KD's just being KD, like, yeah, man, that's cool. And so Harden's like all about it, and he's getting the moves made, and KD's, just staying quiet. He's just being mad silently. He's just gonna, anchor it, hold it in, and let it explode at the end of the season. And he's gonna be at another team next year.
Yeah, the Victory Machine book by Ethan Strauss exposed a lot about Durant.
Yeah,
and it was.
We still gotta get into that. I downloaded the Audible and I listened to the first chapter. I gotta get back to it.
It's very interesting. The Kevin Durant chat section is it's a
bet.
lot. So yeah, the Rockets. Tillman Fertitta, good job, boy. You've done great in your 3 years as the NBA owner or governor, excuse me.
Yeah. Well, moving on.
Primetime pickup dates, PTPU.
Yes. Don't have the graphic.
It's fine.
Goes back to the whole don't do it in the morning, do it the night before. So next week we'll have the graphic. Actually, I'll post the graphic later today to update people. So check it out on social media, Instagram, Facebook, at NT Podcast.
Levi and Josh made me lose this week.
That's why Titus is not the expert of the week, because he listened to me, and I'm not an expert. Whatever. We're not wrong because we're not experts. So I don't know why you went to me, the non-certified experts. But so we went, you went 0-2. I went 1-1 this week. We both had the Ravens, even though Titus did text me. He was like, I'm thinking Patriots. And I didn't tell him not to pick the Patriots. I was like, nah, I would just go Ravens. This is why.
Y'all talked me out.
Yeah, we did. Both me and Josh did. And we didn't know we were both doing it, But I'm glad that I wasn't the only one.
That's why I went to two people. Like, one of them might agree. So I need to double up on this.
Yeah. but last night
I'm sorry for not listening to you, Darren Loxley. You tried to tell me when you played that video of the Greg Roman calling the same place like 4 times in the same game. I'm sorry, Dan.
So we went full quintessential Bears versus Vikings. Like, we knew it was going to come down to field goals. How did we not know it was going to come down to who kicked the most field goals? That was just the epitome.
That's some real NFC
Vikings
North
and Bears offense.
That's some November NFC North football.
Exactly, yeah. Steve Levy even said it last night. I love how up front him and Riddick and Greasy are. Yeah. They really don't care. Like, they're just up front. So they basically said,
Riddick is the only one that I've heard criticize the quarterback's throw like during a game.
Really?
Yeah, I've never heard any.
But I just love how up front, because they're not afraid to throw some shade at people. That's what we want.
In the Giants Bucks game, on that 2-point conversion where it was like really a pass interference, but they didn't call it. Mm-hmm. Riddick's like, yeah, you got there early, but also you got to throw that ball in front of the dude, man.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, he's a quarterback criticism on the broadcast. This is weird. He's like, get the ball to him, dog.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I was like, that's new. But yeah, I do like that team. I like Lou Riddick in general.
Yeah.
Louis Riddick in general.
Oh, yeah, I do too. But I do like that team.
Yeah,
it's a step up from last year's team.
Yeah.
So
Miss you, Booger.
Yeah, Vikings, they got it done on the back of defense and Dalvin Cook and some Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins actually was doing something last night.
Yeah.
But speaking of surprising QB performances, do you know who the number 1 QB was this weekend? Who had the top quarterback performance this weekend?
Who?
Oh, you don't know?
No, what are we basing it on?
What are they basing it on?
The QBR or the court? You talking about like?
I think it's on yards.
Oh, yeah, most yards.
I think it's yards.
Okay. Who had the most yards this week? Was the famous Jameis?
No.
Oh, who was it?
Alex Smith.
Huh?
Alex Smith.
Huh?
Alex Smith.
He threw for 390?
Yeah.
He threw about 55 times?
Yeah.
They got nothing. Why they have nothing to watch? And they lost?
Yeah.
What a waste.
390 yards though. Hey, he didn't throw an interception. He didn't throw a touchdown, but he didn't throw an interception.
That is like the most Alex Smith line ever.
Yeah.
390 yards, no touchdowns, but no picks.
With an 89 rating. All these other guys are over 100. Tom Brady was second. He threw 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, they went crazy.
Yeah, can we talk about that?
That was a weird game where like it was kind of close, but the Panthers weren't really close.
No,
close.
It's just one of those things like how this is going to end. Yeah. We know who's going to win it, but Carolina's just
the pathway is going to be weird.
Yeah, the score is a lot closer
Teddy B's
than
making
it
some
actually
nice passes
is.
This year.
Who?
Teddy B's firing that ball in there.
He is. Yeah.
Matt Rule's doing a solid job.
Matt Rule and
Joe Brady are putting something together.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure about, especially with 2 college guys being on the same route.
Yeah.
Being on the same coach. I wasn't sure how that would work, but
that's why I want Joe Brady's name thrown in there in the Falcons head coach mix.
Never get tricked by year 1 of college coaching in the NFL. I've been there. Know how it goes.
Oh yeah.
Also,
Keep
never
going.
get tricked by a Super Bowl in year 2 either. I've been there. Know how that goes. Levi, you relate to that?
Wait, what?
Can you relate to being tricked by a Super Bowl? No? I'm sorry. Can't?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I told you. You know me. Look. I never thought we were going to win that game in the first ever. It was 28-3. I still didn't think we were going to win.
If you could relate. That's all.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. Shut up.
So yeah, we went 0 and I 1-1, and I think we got passed.
Yeah, so we have a new
us.
number 1.
Oh, boy.
I can't remember his exact record, but he went from 3rd all the way to 1st because he posted a 4-0 record over the past 2 weeks.
He's peaking at the right time.
Yeah.
All the early games was cute, but he's peaking now. He's at his peak now, and I think we're in trouble.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we are, and I think me and you, we've evened it back up. I think we're kind of on the same record now because you were up by 1, and so yeah, I think I went 2-2, and you went 1-3 over the past 2 weeks. But Mina went 3-1, so she's gonna rock it up there.
Yes.
So yeah, it's gonna be a lot tighter race. So I'm gonna have to post those later. Yeah,
it was looking real cute early. Now the press is on.
Yeah,
I forgot what to do. Press is rising.
Yeah.
All these picks matter more.
It is.
That's another reason why I was scared of that pick, because I felt like I was overthinking just to try and make sure that the experts didn't catch us.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I was out in my mind. I'm like, I'm overthinking it because I don't want to get caught by the experts.
Yeah.
So I might be overthinking it because of that, and I listed my people, and then all of you were wrong, and I should have listed my first instinct.
Mm-hmm.
My math teacher told me that a long time ago. Just go with the first answer. I did that.
Yeah.
I failed like every test.
Don't ever second guess yourself.
Yeah, but I did that, and I still failed, so it really didn't help. First guessing, second guessing. I was just bad at math. I hate you, algebra. Anyway, the NFL week in review. We got a few minutes.
Yeah, I was about to say, we can't go as long as we thought we would because are we going to do an NFL show this week?
Yeah, we'll do one. Okay. So we're going further in depth
because I got a lot of takes to give.
Oh yeah, we are still in first place.
Yeah, barely hanging on. So I think the Giants are going to end up surpassing y'all.
That's not going to happen. They're not going to win another game. Come on now, it's the Giants.
You don't think so?
No,
I got to see the rest of the schedule. But that Giants team is looking better than y'all.
That was the first time they beat us in 8 games. Yeah. It was about time it happened.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Oh, wait, they play the Bengals next week. That's winnable.
Yeah.
Okay, they got Bengals, Seahawks, Cardinals, Browns, Ravens.
Y'all
Cowboys.
trash, bro.
They might win 1 game.
Yeah.
They might win 1 more.
How many y'all gonna win?
All of them.
Okay.
We only gotta win 1, man. We're gonna win this.
That's why Titus is not the expert of the week.
We're gonna win at 4. We're gonna win this division at 4-11. So I don't hear it.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
4-11, baby. 4-11 with a fired coach and in the playoffs at the same time. It's gonna be beautiful.
I hear you.
Yes, sir.
This was the weekend of the wide receivers. Some spectacular. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Catches. Spectacular catches. Yeah. Adam Thielen last night. Nice little one-handed grab for a touchdown. Already talked about DeAndre Hopkins. And Stephon Diggs had a great, what we thought, game-winning touchdown in that game until they went Hail Murray.
Kyler and DeAndre said Hail Murray. I like that.
Yeah.
Kyler and DeAndre said, no, sir.
Yeah. They said,
not so fast, my friend.
Not today. Also, Mike Evans made a great catch too. Like a lot of good catches this weekend. There's more guys I'm missing. Go ahead.
Drew Brees broke his body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Drew Brees needs to bye.
Did you read like he broke 3 last week?
Yeah.
In the Bucs game, and then broke 2 on the other side. He fractured 3 ribs in the Bucs game, and then fractured 2 more on the left side of his body this week. Clay, and has a collapsed lung.
Yeah, Clay, can you, or maybe Titus can explain it, but do you know what is a collapsed lung? Like, what does that happen? Does your lung literally, like, close?
Yeah, it's something about, like, all the air is out of the lung.
Yeah.
It can't refill.
Yeah, it's kind of common.
So I think that's where they had to just, like, pump you with oxygen, right? To, like, get your lung, like, back up or something like that?
I think if you get a broken rib, it pierces it.
If you get a puncture, it'll collapse the lung.
Yeah, so the rib...
Yeah, so
that's why they're pretty common.
It's amazing how the body works, though. So it's like the lung kind of just repairs itself, right? If you puncture it, I guess over time.
I think it's just a healing thing. Yeah, it takes time. Broken ribs are one of those injuries that I just want no part of in my life because they just seem so like inconvenient at all times. Broken rib, bruised ribs, like
they do.
It's one of those things that you don't realize how much it's doing until you hurt one of them. It's like, oh my god, I don't want to walk. Tomorrow.
I've never had a broken rib, but I heard that is one of the worst injuries to have.
For sure.
I think there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah, you just got to deal with it.
And pretty much everything hurts. Like when you breathe, it hurts. When you sit down, stand up. Yeah.
So breeze heal up. That sounds awful. But this means we got Jameis back for an indefinite amount of time.
He got the breeze taken out of his lungs.
Yeah.
We get Jameis back, and I'm excited.
Drew
I'm excited for Jameis
Breesless.
football. Lord have mercy. The Texans and Browns played, I guess, the worst game Sunday.
Yeah.
10-7.
Who won that?
The Browns won 10-7.
Yeah.
Terrible football.
There
were Browns fans watching that game like a monsoon.
Oh, really?
Like, imagine watching the Browns outside in
Isn't that what Cleveland is, though? It's just a monsoon.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
A monsoon of sadness.
Yeah.
'Cause I saw that, and I tweeted, I said, I'll cut the Eagles game off from my couch,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all watching the Browns outside
Mm-hmm.
in the rain.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think that's the main stuff we can hit.
I
The
want to
Bears,
say,
once again, wasting all that talent because they chose to have a quarterback competition.
yes.
Mitch
If
Trubisky
I'm
and Nick Foles.
I don't know how Bears fans do it. Like, a lot of people question out there on these podcasts and shows. They're like, man, I don't know how these Falcons fans do it. Well, I really don't know how these Bears fans do it because we've gotten conditioned to it. We're used to it. We're expecting it. But the Bears, I would just be more mad because that's just, which we're wasting a lot of talent too in Atlanta. At least we got to the Super Bowl with it and lived up to its potential. Like, we know how high we can fly. We know we can rise up and then rise back down really quickly. But yeah, it's the Bears. That's frustrating.
Yeah, I said it last night. I said the Bears looked at all that talent on the roster and said the best way to go was a quarterback competition between Trubisky and Nick Foles.
Mhm.
They're like, yeah, that's how we're gonna get us over the top. Nick Foles and Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah.
Waste of a franchise.
Also, last thing I really wanted to get out there, hold the rest for the
NFL show, yes.
Russell Wilson is now 0-2 after officially trademarking Let Russ Cook.
Oh, I heard that. Might want to de-trademark that.
We need to de-trademark that because we have found out, even though it was fun at the beginning, we can't let Russ cook too much. We got to start running the ball some more.
They can. He has to. They have no defense.
Well,
they're on pace to having the worst defense in the NFL.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I thought they just like ditched the run game. I thought they were averaging like 10 runs a game, pretty much.
I mean, who they got? They really needs to run the ball.
I mean, it's hurting me, man. Like, Russ out here throwing interceptions. He bringing down my fantasy team.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I feel like you gotta let Russ cook with the good. This first year, Russ hasn't really been allowed to cook, so he's gonna have to figure it out a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's thrown some bad picks lately.
How about let's just leave it to Dalvin? Let Dalvin cook. How about that?
Fair.
Yeah, let's just let Dalvin cook.
It's his name.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap it up. Some people have things to do today.
Yeah, I still got to go to work.
Jobs to go to.
I've been getting texts like I already got 20 things to do now.
Wonderful. You got I'm not an expert.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not an expert, but I've been promising I'm going to get into this more. And you know, me being a professional that I am, I want to come to you with evidence. I'm going to state my case and I'm going to bring the evidence and everything. But for the love of me and for my sake, quit. If you're a Falcons fan, stop gloating and stop being happy about victories. Do you not understand? Go look at our salary cap.
Man.
If you haven't looked at our salary cap, go look at it. You need to educate yourself, okay? I'm not mad at you, all right? I just need you to educate yourself, okay? Because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the optimism. There should be more optimism in us losing and not winning. And also, be enemy or bust, bro. I mean, I like Raheem Morris. I do like him. And I want him to stay with the Falcons. But, bro, I'm so tired. That would just be...
No, I agree.
That is a trademark Arthur Blank like pick.
Him
just exactly. Just staying with go get the name. Like go get the franchise changer, please.
For sure.
So I love you, Raheem. I love you, dude. I think you're gonna be you're eventually gonna be a head coach one day in the NFL.
Again,
I mean, maybe next year.
Yeah, probably get a job.
And I think you're gonna be good. But please, let's go after the guy. Like the big name.
Right.
Get me be enemy, please.
I'm not an expert, but sometimes you gotta make a splash head coaching hire. You know, you gotta go get the guy.
Splash.
Jeffrey Lurie, go get Eric Bieniemy before the Falcons do.
Splash. No, don't do that.
Yeah,
don't do
that.
that.
Please.
No, go
Please
Falcons. Go get Eric Bieniemy.
No, don't let him do it, Jeffrey. Do it. I'm off the Doug Peterson train, bro.
Oh, you finally are. Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
I'm not an expert, but we just got Brian Billick.
Yeah, Brian Billick. Yeah.
Carson, I wish you the best in Indianapolis with Frank Reich when you two reunite. And you're able to be an elite quarterback again because Frank Reich knew how to make you great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Doug Peterson doesn't know how to do anything with you. You know what's so bad about that? I'll get into more on the show. I'm not going to do it right now. We'll get into on NFL show this week. We'll get into a lot of Eagles talk. I think I had an Eagles mini rant last week as well. Because Eagles rants just come out of me, but I don't want them to.
Yeah.
So we'll get more into that next week. Thank you all for listening. See you here. Are we here next Tuesday?
Are we here next Tuesday?
We're not here next Tuesday. So we won't see you next Tuesday.
No.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Which may be from the backyard or something.
That's true.
We might make something happen.
Yeah, Thanksgiving food power rankings are gonna come for the holidays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving food.
Yeah. Food. Something me and Levi have talked about for about 5 years doing. It's like a food show, and we've just never done it.
Yes.
So it's actually gonna happen this year because we're empowered now. So
and more content coming out this week. Also, maybe an NBA draft show too. I gotta talk to Titus about.
Yes, we'll get on all that. So thank you. Have a good morning.
Subscribe, rate, and review.
Subscribe, rate,
like and subscribe.
Talk to you.